Today we are going to talk about how Gojek, one of Indonesia's biggest tech companies, made strategic decisions during the COVID-19 pandemic. This decision not only helped Gojek survive, but also had a meaningful impact on drivers, small business, and the broader community. Our presentation is titled Gojek's Decision Making During the COVID-19 Pandemic. My name is Zahrani Salwah, and I'll be presenting alongside Nayla, Zulfa, and Gita. Now let me hand it over to Nayla Zulfa to begin the main explanation.
Okay, thank you, Rani. Let's begin by understanding what decision making really is. It is the process of selecting the best possible option to achieve an organization goals. During a crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic, decision making becomes even more critical because decisions need to be made quickly, accurately, and based on reliable data. Without effective decision making, an organization can easily fail to adapt to rapid changes and uncertain conditions. During the pandemic, Gojek focused on three main priorities. First, they ensured that their operation could continue despite the restriction. Second, they supported their partners, including drivers and small business. And third, they worked to maintain long-term business sustainability in the face of economic challenges. These three pillars guided every strategic move they made during the crisis. The impact of this decision was clear. Gojek successfully helped their partners maintain income. Even during difficult times, they continue to innovate, especially through services like GoFood, GoSend, and GoNet, which become even more essential to the public. Their operation remain active and trust in the brand actually increased as users relied on Gojek to meet their daily needs during lockdown. However, Gojek also faced major challenge. Mm, there was a significant drop in user activity, heavy financial pressures, and serious health risks for drivers and delivery partners who work on the front lines. Additionally, the constantly changing government policies forced Gojek to stay agile and adapt quickly to new regulation and conditions. To overcome this challenge, Gojek implemented several key strategies. They, concern, they concentrated on providing essential services such as food and medicine delivery. They also reduced costs through selective layoffs, a difficult but necessary decision to ensure survival. And at the same time, they empower small business to go digital using the GoBiz platform, helping business stay active online. On top of that, Gojek provided financial aid and training to support their partners through the crisis. All this action showed that Gojek's decision making was not just about keeping the business alive, but it was about showing empathy, responsibility, and leadership in a time of need. I think that's all for me. Now I pass it over to Gita to deliver the conclusion of our presentation.
Thank you, Nayla. So the conclusion is Gojek response during the pandemic shows that in times of crisis, making fast strategic and empathic decision can have a huge impact. Gojek didn't just focus on their business but also cared deeply for their partners and the community they serve. From this experience, we learned that a crisis is not the end, but an opportunity to grow, innovate, and strengthen solidarity. Great companies are not judged by what they do in stable times, but by how they lead during uncertainty. For our closing statement is from Gojek, we can learn that a crisis is not the end. It's a chance to grow, innovate, and strengthen solidarity. Because ultimately, great companies are judged not by their success in stable times, but by how they lead in uncertainty. So I think that's all for our presentation. We hope this presentation can be insightful and inspiring. Please forgive us for any shortcomings in our delivery. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.